Welcome to Dharma Bums, everyone. We'll meditate for a few minutes. Who is new to Dharma Bums? First time? Anyone? Anyone new to meditation practice? Any pressing questions on meditation? Your meditation practice? Everything fine? What is meditation? Oh, I'm supposed to answer. How many meditate? Eyes open, eyes closed. Eyes closed? Eyes open? When you cross the street, how many people cross eyes open? Eyes closed, anyone? Okay. Eyes open crossing the street. Maybe a little bit better. So you can experiment. We're our own experiment. So in Zen meditation, and really in most Buddhist meditation, eyes are slightly open. Meaning eyes are gazing down like sort of 45-degree angle. So just barely open. Not focusing on anything, just open, gazing. If you were to hold your hands out and move your fingers without trying, you would see your fingers moving. Not like focusing, just open. So in meditation, sounds, we can't close our ears. Sounds come and go. Sensations of the body come and go. And also, what we see comes and goes. We're simply being completely present in this present moment. Allowing whatever arises, including all sensations, thoughts, feelings, emotions, memories, thoughts, projections of the future, memories of the past, everything's coming up, but instead of jumping in and adding to it, we're just allowing everything to be as it is. During the day, what our usual habit is, like something happens, some conversation and something we think later, oh, that wasn't quite right. Then we start thinking about how we'll make it all different next time, right? And next time, of course, that doesn't happen either. But we spend all that energy and time doing that. So meditation, we're just some thought like that comes up, and then we come back to our breathing, body, and awareness, and we allow that just to go away. Usually, with most people, if you close your eyes, I mean, I get sleepy, I don't know about you. Or your mind gets more chatterbox. Eyes slightly open seems to be better, but experiment and see. So breathing's. Is everyone breathing? Wait a minute. Let's breathe. Does everyone know how to breathe? Mostly we've all forgotten how to breathe. Long time ago. Meditation breathing is, we've all done this though. We did it for quite a while at one point. Everyone remember breathing H2. When each 2-year-olds breathe how? 1. From their belly, stomach, fully, completely. So completely inhaling slowly. And then completely exhaling, instead of the stomach coming in, stomach relaxes, slightly goes out. Zen is breathing from the hara or tanden, body center. This both keeps our practice rooted or grounded, and also keeps our practice, brings energy that's needed for our awareness. So as we engage in this practice, there's gradually a shift to a much more spacious awareness. A little taste of this, in Zen we might call the unborn mind, or the Buddha nature. Any questions, comments, anything? Okay, we'll sit for a few minutes again. So what's next? That's a Zen joke. There's nothing happens next. This is it. Any questions though? And a friend of mine had taken up Zen practice, rather studious, intellectual person. Zen retreats, he was just having a terrible time, painful, really trying to meditate. His Zen teacher asked him, what's going on? I don't know, I just can't meditate. She goes, oh, don't try to meditate, just pay attention to what's happening. So then he went back, sat down, and started just paying attention to what was happening. Then he had a good time. So don't try to meditate. It's a mistake. It's not separate from our regular life. Yeah, try in the sense of put great effort into the present moment, fully aware, present moment, open to everything. We neither push things away nor jump onto them, just allowing space. You can call that, there's a good book new book by American Zen teacher Meido Roshi, Hidden Zen. So this is the Samadhi of open awareness, or Samadhi of present mind, you could call it. So while our posture seems very fixed, everything is actually extremely fluid. Everything's flowing. Posture actually is very relaxed. But also very firm. Kind of paradox. Yeah.
I'm wondering if you ever do any kind of talking more about Zen teachings, about Buddhist teachings.
Ask me a question.
What do you know about Buddhist teachings?
Nothing. Another question. No. What kind of, what are in your mind, what are Buddhist teachings?
Well, I don't have much knowledge about it, so that's why I was asking.
Oh, okay. Really good book to read would be Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind.
I read that years ago.
Yeah, Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind is a great introductory book. Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, it's by Suzuki Roshi, who founded San Francisco Zen Center, short talks. One of the best introductory books. One of the best intermediate books. One of the best advanced books. All rolled into one. Someone at the very beginning can read it and get something out of it. Someone who's practiced for 20, 30 years can read it and also get something out of it. It's very profound book. Very rare in the equation of, there's probably thousands of books on Zen since that book was published, and it's still it's still at the top.
I own it.
Yeah, but just read one every day.
Like for instance, maybe I'm not trying to tell you how to run the meditation. I was just wondering if you do that. Like for instance, do a Tonglen practice or
Tonglen, you said?
Tonglen practice, or speak more about like what it is and how one does it, that sort of thing.
Oh, I see. Tonglen is actually a Tibetan practice, Vajrayana practice. It's really good practice, also. Yeah, we'll talk about that in the final part here. There are many, many practices in Buddhist meditation, and one can get several PhDs in Buddhism and still not exhaust the subject. Zen is not averse to intellectual study, actually. In the Zen world, one should study diligently to the point where intellect can go no further. This is beneficial. And actually, there's a moderate amount translated, but there's actually more Buddhist commentary done by Chan and Zen Buddhist teachers than all the other schools put together. So it's actually very intellectual commentary, philosophical commentary. At the same time, those, from the Zen point of view, those discourses on Buddhism are based on practice and experience. It's very experiential. It's really important to keep one's Buddhist studies based on one's actual experience. And the meaning then of Buddhist teachings is much deeper in that mode. Yeah, again, two recent books by Meiro Roshi, The Way of Rinzai Zen. I think they have in the bookstore here. I'll do it for you. And then also a more recent book he did, Hidden Zen. It's very useful for the actual practical. It looks very simple. I talk about breathing, posture, and awareness. This is actually a very subtle and very powerful yogic practice. This kind of breathing, linked to the body and mind, and awareness, is very important to understand exactly right. Takes a little while. Also, once one's practice is stable in this basic rooted meditation practice, then practices like in Tibetan Vajrayana Buddhism, like Tonglen, can be very powerful to understand, very useful. So in Tonglen, one's synchronizing one's breathing in the following way. So has anyone done Tonglen? Okay. So Tonglen means giving and receiving, or equalizing self and other. A more usual practice, for example, let's say, is the practice of metta and vipassana. So metta practice, one is sending loving kindness, synchronized with breathing to another. In Tonglen, one is actually visualizing. Could be from a person, could be inside oneself, it could be from a group or situation. One is then, let's say it's a person who's has some acute suffering of some kind. So one's visualizing that energy and inhaling it into one's heart center. And then exhaling, sending back positive energy to that person. So one's inhaling it and then sending back positive energy. It's best to do this when one's meditation practice is a little bit solid. Have you tried this before? Have you done this practice? Oh, okay. I think there's a group here. I don't maybe Travis, ask on your way out. They've had a Tonglen group here, so you might want to come to that group. There are many books describing this. It's very useful for. I don't know, does anyone have a headache? No, I'm serious. Slight tension. Anyone want to do that? Somebody who does. Yeah? the stress today. No extra stress, extra stress. So we'll just try a mini version. Just you can imagine someone or some situation, and then we're just going to do a couple of minutes. We're just going to imagine inhaling their energy through from their heart center into your heart center, and then sending back positive energy. Any questions? Synchronize with breathing. So inhale, slowly, exhale. How was that short experiment? A little different, huh? Everyone notice different? Question? Let's feel a question somewhere here. Comments? Yeah.
There's been so many different techniques of meditation, different variations of meditation. How do you choose which one to do?
How do you choose which methods to follow? Well, basic Zen meditation, or whatever avenue you're following, could be Zen, could be Vipassana. Basic practice comes first. Yeah, Tonglen's kind of a special practice that enhances the sense of compassion, great compassion. Yeah.
What recommendations would you have for making meditation happen regularly?
How to make meditation happen regularly? Do it. No, easier said than done. Don't try to make it for a long period of time. We all have 2 minutes. That's enough. You know, get up in the morning, someone's in a hurry, oh my gosh, okay. 2 minutes, sit down, have a place, That's helpful, having a place set. Cushions off the same place, Sit down, hit a timer. I think I don't use it, but there's some like Insight timer, and there are other apps that actually ring a bell, right? You set it for 2 or 3 minutes, rings the bell. You don't want to be sitting and looking at your clock. Just have something go off automatically is better. You want to think about beginning and ending just a sound. Then 2 or 3 minutes, but then repeat that during the day 3 or 4 times if you can. Changes the whole day, just doing those 2-minute, 3-minute meditations. Yeah, the main thing is just to incorporate it as a kind of automatic pattern or structure, just like brushing your teeth. We don't think about it. It's like, okay, 2 minutes, bing, activity. Because the whole point of meditation is to integrate the meditation into one's activity. So actually, the short meditations are really beneficial for that. And then as one meditation develops more, gradually, we can do like a all morning day of silence here at Dharma Bombs. Sounds like that'd be really hard. It's not so difficult in group. Group support. Longer meditations are more natural, easier. So it's important to meditate in the group. Whatever one's, and just to start, just to sit on the cushion, and you have that 1, 2, 3 minutes, it will just grow by itself. That's the most important thing.
How long have you been practicing?
56 minutes. I don't remember. Too long. I was young. I was age 19 or 20, so it's a little while. Yeah, so think of meditation as not something to perfect or accomplish even, but just something to integrate gradually in small ways into your daily activity. This is really most beneficial. How many have a space in your house set aside meditation cushion? Place it. Make a small altar, flower, anything. Make a space. And again, the time doesn't have to be a long time, but repetition is more important. Yeah.
Do you think that you have to be still and in the posture to be meditating, or can you be, like, for example, I like to run.
Oh yeah.
Can you be doing something, maybe it's exercise or something, and kind of tap into meditative state?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Again, what what I suggest, and it's really interesting to do it again, is like say you're going to go for could be for a run or for a swim or for a long walk or a bicycle, whatever. Again, 2 minutes meditation before you start, and 2 minutes at the end. It will change your running completely. I guarantee it. Yeah, you'll find it really interesting. Yeah, but it only has to be a couple minutes. It doesn't have to be very long. And then,
Walking meditation is a thing.
huh?
Also, walking meditation is a practice.
Yeah, we haven't done here lately, but Zen Walking Meditation, you can do you can do very slowly, one breath, one step, inhale like that. Keep walking around the room or in a straight line or whatever. But again, in exercise, though, one can get meditation more integrated more into that exercise just by doing a very brief meditation at the beginning and end. Yeah, it helps greatly. Kind of friend of mine's been about a year ago. He got a little crazy idea, and he said to do a triathlon sequence with someone in their mid-50s, pretty fit person. And but again, he begins his practice with short meditation. I mean, it really makes a big difference. It really, and he wasn't thinking about trying to do better, but the whole thing went much more fluidly than he thought it would. Much through other grueling practice. So. Yeah, one can try almost with any activity. Again, short meditation and then engage in the activity, whatever it is. Any other comments? Thank you.